isolation. Isolation. Get there. Get there. Stay there. Box out, White. Ball. Box out, White. Back, White. Back, White. Help dig on that. Dig on that. Steal that. Steal that. White. Watch isolation down low. Close out. Watch isolation. Still White. Go. Out of the way, Sully. Turn around, five ball. Help. You're gonna push it. No, push it. Lift on that. Play good D, White. Watch ISO. Watch the ISO. Watch the ISO. ISO, ISO, ISO. You got plenty of time, White.
Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. One two three 1 2 1 2 1 2.
How that's going, you're going to end up with that varsity game starting pretty early.
Yeah. You'll get home and watch probably the end of the girls' game.
Need repairs on gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors? Sioux Equipment Company can help. They serve Sioux Falls and the surrounding area.
ISO. Tack it. Tack it. Tack it. Tack it. Go, go. 3.
It's not good at high school basketball when you leave 4 out in 7 places. Look at their free throw shooting. Huron must just be ungodly to have a big They
Yeah, beat by Brookings.
yeah, that's 6. Up at Huron at the moment.
Was it?
What do you think after this game? You would put
Roby has his time mixed up. It says 7:45.
we should throw some suicides or something for that. Being inactive on the
Come on, you did it. What's that?
He has corrected himself.
Matter. Early. It's an early game. It's 7:45, yeah. I tell you what, we are differentials.
nasty tonight. Supposed to get nasty tonight. It was really windy when I came here.
once you know it comes out of the grade, I think they matter.
Considering it's 6:15, 6:45 would be the latest she'll start. That's 30 minutes from now. You can go wherever you want. I think you can start whenever you want. But I think he's going to keep it at 6:45.
I heard that one game last year, 2 years ago, started in the first quarter. No, it was a 3 o'clock start, and the game started like at 2:35 or 2. It was halftime at 3 when the game was supposed to start on that Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon.
It's the way it should be, though. It should just be a rolling schedule. I just don't like,
especially on weekends.
Well, on weekdays or anything, just to say, hey, when we say 7 o'clock, you say, hey, we're going to always run a rolling schedule. So they can gamble, but you just got to be ready for the adjustment.
Mic check 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can I hear your voice, Dan Johnson?
Check, check. 1 2 3.
Perfect.
3 2 1.
Okay. All right. You can do your part. I'll do the Isaac part. Get us going here. All right. I think about 15 seconds will be ready.
You're listening to a special presentation from the Real Presence Radio Network. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Night's Game Day Show, sponsored by Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight we are at Bishop O'Gorman High School here in Sioux Falls for a home AA boys basketball match between the visiting Bobcats of Brookings, South Dakota, and the 4-1 number 2 ranked Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio, along with my broadcast partner, Brett Byler. Brett, how you been? I haven't seen you since last year.
I know.
Until today. So how's the future Mrs. Byler?
We're doing good. I got to see her this weekend and her family, so that was fun. Spent a cool New Year's with her. Went to a hockey game in Sioux City. So it was 80s night, Dan. I thought of you at 80s night at the hockey game. I don't know if you were more 70s or 80s, but
both.
But yeah, so it was a good time.
Oh, good. Well, Happy New Year to you, Brett. So
Thank you.
Nice to see you. So let's talk some basketball here. That's what we're here for. The Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights, they boys look to continue in 2022 as they ended the 2021, and that was with the victory. That would be their 4th straight win. Well, the Bobcats are playing for the first time tonight since December 17th. If I do my math, that's 18 days, and they were lost at home against Mitchell by 23 points. Now, Brad, 18-day layoff affects the team, especially the Bobcats tonight. And also, we're going to mention the Lady Knights are up at Brookings playing the girls up there, and they've also had an 18-day layover. How does that affect the team?
Yeah, that it's a good question, Dan. And I think it affects teams differently. You know, I think veteran teams that have had that experience together probably wouldn't affect them as much as, say, a young team with a lot of players new to varsity experience playing for the first time in the first couple of games. So I think your endurance is something to watch in a game if you've been off for 18 days, because you can't simulate game action in practice. So I think it'll be interesting to see like the legs for Brookings tonight, the boys in the second half. How are they going to get tired? And then just execution-wise, there has to be some rust, I would have to imagine, Dan, when you haven't played in 18 days.
Okay, the Gorman boys, they won last Thursday afternoon, 65-64. A very hard-fought win down in T. They trailed by 9 at half, 36-27. Didn't lead until the fourth quarter. What was the biggest takeaway from that game? Because I wasn't there.
I think it's just mental toughness, Dan. The team was dealing with a lot of sickness for about 10 days there where they had to miss practice because of it, and they just kind of kept fighting. They were down the whole game, Dan, until about midway through the fourth quarter. They put a little spurt together. Matt Ing got hot, and it was just that was the end of it for T. I think a lot of guys contributed, which was nice to see. Different guys like Chad Ambrose had a nice game off the bench. So I think this team is pretty mentally tough and pretty battle-tested.
Okay, Gorman's first 5 games decided by 1 point. That's our only loss. It's a Roosevelt by 1 point.
Yes.
Okay, and that was back on December 14th at the Pentagon. That win the T area last week. The boys are playing very close games, very good opponents, and they have to execute in the final minutes. It's very critical. As you look at as we progress through the season, how does that play into a factor? Where these games are critical early in the year? Does that help if that happens down the road?
Oh, absolutely, Dan. Because as a player, it's not going to be foreign situations for them when they get to February and March when they're like, we play in these close games against T and we're able to execute down the stretch. It gives you confidence winning close games, making winning plays in crucial times where if that situation happens down at the state tournament, you've had a kid that's made a free throw in December. That helps them. They made a big shot in January. So I think playing in pressure situations will be great for the team long term because once you get to the state tournament, you're going to be playing a lot of close games.
Okay, let's talk about our opponent tonight, Brett.
So the Brookings Bobcats, they've only played 3 games so far this year, Dan. They're 1-2. One at Huron on December 14th. They've lost to Watertown, and they lost to Mitchell, both by 20-plus points. They haven't played a game, as you mentioned, in over 2 weeks, so we'll see how that affects them tonight. They do return 2 starters from last year's team, and senior forward Zach Moe and senior center Brock Longville. They struggle scoring, Dan. They only average about 43 points a game, so they have struggled scoring the first 3 ball games. They're very small. They have 4 starters that are 6'2" or smaller, so they'll play a lot of perimeter-oriented ball. They play a lot of freelancing offense, a lot of movement with the players, a lot of screening all over the place. Coach Roby says it's more like a European-style basketball team that we're going to be seeing tonight. So it'll be probably more like that 4-out, 1-in offensive approach.
Okay, a little bit about Brookings. There's an O'Gorman connection with Brookings, Brett. Who's that?
That's their starter, Jack Even. And Jack, let's see, so Jack's dad was the brother of Jane Even, and his dad went to O'Gorman, I think graduated in 1993.
Correct. And also, I got a connection with Longville. There's a basketball history with Mr. Brock Longville with his parents and his grandfather. His grandfather I just talked to tonight, been a coach in South Dakota for years, Farrell Jacobson. That Jacobson name basketball, there's a lot of basketball in that name Jacobson, and so this is the family traits coming down. So I tell you what, Brock Longville, actually he'd go northern and play football for Brookings. So
okay.
So what are things we have to be watching for tonight's game against the Brookings?
I'll be interested to see kind of the rotation Coach Roby uses, Dan. Usually, as you know, covering O'Gorman now since our 8th year, the first 8 to 10 games, Coach Roby usually plays more kids than, say, he would in February. So that 10-person rotation, he's going to probably try to whittle it down to 8. So some of these kids tonight, if we get to a blowout, they'll say 8, 9, 10 in the rotation. Maybe they can make an impact, catch Coach Roby's eye. They get them more playing time down the road. That's what I'm going to be looking for is some of these bench players making impacts tonight.
It's critical.
So the last meeting, Dan, was right here in February. It was the day before Valentine's Day, February 13, 2021. O'Gorman defeated Brookings 86-35. They led pretty much throughout 25-7, and then at end of 48-12 at halftime. Dan, we had no turnovers in that ball game. I don't think that has ever happened. Coach Roby in his 35 years doesn't remember that ever happening. We made 13 threes, and we had 14 players play and 14 players score in that ball game.
I remember that.
And this is going to be the 68th meeting tonight. O'Gorman leads 42-25. O'Gorman has won 11 straight. Brookings' last win was in the 2012-2013 season, 36-32. That was a long time ago. Now it's time for our scoreboard update. Dan, what are some of the other games going on tonight?
Let's talk about the AA girls. You have Spearfish at Rapid City Stevens. The Lady Knights are up at Brookings. They're number 3 ranked against Brookings tonight at 7. Pierre is at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Aberdeen Central is at number 1 Sioux Falls Washington. Brandon Valley is at Watertown. In boys tonight, other actions across the state. Watertown is playing out to Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley's 0-4. That's really shocked me. Sioux Falls Washington is up at Aberdeen. Aberdeen Central is number 4. Harrisburg is at number 5 Mitchell. There's the shocker. We've got to watch out for Mitchell. Sioux Falls Christian is over at Jefferson. Huron is down playing the Bucks of Yankton. The Spearfish is Rapid Stevens. So that's what's going on across the state tonight in girls and boys basketball. We'll have updates for you from Huron because we got some key players up there letting us know what the score and everything, so who's leading the score and everything going on. So we'll have the update for the girls as we progress in this game.
All right, Coach, after the break, I got a chance to talk to Coach Travis Ingebretson, the veteran coach for the Brookings boys. We'll find out what they've been working on in their break before the Knights game and their keys to victory tonight. And coming up next, Coach Travis Ingebretson after the break.
You're listening to a special...
Is there an event that you would like announced right here on the RPR network? Please email the details at least 2 weeks in advance to heather@realpresenceradio.com. That's HEATHER @realpresenceradio.com. We can help spread the word about what's happening at your parish and in your diocese. Again, that email address is heather@realpresenceradio.com.
Here at Catholic Family Services, we believe counseling is for everyone. Catholic Family Services is here to help whether you are navigating a life transition, such as going to college or changing career paths, wanting to improve your communication skills, making plans for your future family, or wanting to understand mental health. If you would like more information or to set up an appointment with one of our trained professionals, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775.
Welcome back to the Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal Knights Game Day Show. I'm now joined by Brookings boys coach Travis Ingebretson. Coach, your team is 1-2 on the season. First off, Coach, what have you liked the most from what you've seen from your team here in the first 3 ball games?
I would say the biggest thing that we like about them is the fact that we've kind of come together as a team, and the team chemistry has been pretty good. Offensively, we're doing a nice job of sharing the basketball, and when we've done that, we've played pretty good basketball on the offensive end. And then on the defensive side of things, it's going to take a team defensive effort from us game in and game out, and that's, I would say, the biggest thing is the fact that the kids have committed to playing defense as a team, and so I would say that's probably been our biggest strength.
On the flip side there, what are some of the biggest areas of improvement you would like to see from your squad over the next stretch of games? And just looking at your stats, it looks like the free throw shooting has been a little bit of a struggle so far this season for your team.
Yeah, that's definitely a concern. Obviously, you want to shoot, free throws at a much higher percentage. But I would say the biggest thing is just looking, as you look down that, just finding consistent scoring. We've had 5 different kids in double figures, and nobody has consistently been able to score for us. Right now, our leading scorer is averaging about 7.5 points a game. And so we've just got to find guys, opportunities to be more aggressive on the offensive side of things and just get, more guys chances to score points. And that's something that we've definitely been working on here the last couple of weeks, is trying to find some consistent scoring. And we know that's definitely going to be a challenge tonight when we go up against the Knights, because game in and game out, year in and year out, Coach Roby's always got his kids locked in on defense. We're going to have to, definitely play team basketball and get some points scored tonight.
Coach, your team hasn't played a game since December 17th. How big of a concern is that layoff between games for you as you go into tonight's game against O'Gorman?
There's definitely a couple of concerns. One is the fact that, you're maybe going to be a little rusty in terms of gameplay, and so that's definitely a concern. And then on the other end of the fact that they haven't played in 17 days is kind of what does a game feel like and how to kind of pace yourself for that. Yeah, that's definitely a concern for us. I know the Knights played late last week and had a close one with the Titans, and so, we're just going to have to, kind of try and feel ourselves through there that first quarter and try and get ourselves in the game mode and just, hopefully give ourselves a chance.
Now to tonight's game, Coach, against Sioux Falls O'Gorman. What stands out to you so far this season about Coach Roby's squad?
I think one of the areas is the fact that, they've got a lot of size. They've got a lot of kids in the big, but obviously I think a lot of it starts with Matt Ing. Matt Ing's a very good offensive player. I know last year he hurt us quick and he hurt us early, and so we've definitely got to be able to locate him and know where he's at on the floor. They've got a lot of guys that are capable scorers and, a lot of size and athleticism, so we're going to have to do a good job of making contact on the box out and doing a good job of, team rebounding on the defensive side of things.
Coach, on your offensive side of things against O'Gorman, a team very big and long, and I know you mentioned early in the interview offense has been a little bit of a struggle for your team this season. What are some things tonight offensively you guys got to do to have success against O'Gorman?
I think it's got to be score early and score often. I think we've got to do a good job in transition and try and get ourselves some quick and early looks where hopefully we can catch a defense off guard. And then at the same time, I think in terms of running our half-court offense, I think we should be able to get the ball reversed and get it side to side, and just making sure that we make O'Gorman play quite a bit of defense and hopefully be able to find an opportunity where the defense breaks down and get a good look.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time, and good luck tonight against Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
All right, thanks, Brett.
All right, that was Coach Travis Ingebretson. Always like talking to Coach Ingebretson, one of my favorite interviews each year. Wish him and his boys good luck the rest of the way. Coming up into the break, I got a chance to talk to Coach Roby, talking about the T victory and also a preview of the Brookings game tonight. That interview is next on the Knights Game Day Show.
Hello, this is Mark Konzemius, president of the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota. Preparing for the end of life can be overwhelming, even scary. Yet as disciples of Christ, we live in great hope and the reality of God's promise that death is not the end, but a new beginning. The End of Life Planning Workbook for Catholics is now available. I encourage you to reach out to one of our Catholic Community Foundation offices or ccfesd.org. May God bless each of us on our journey to heaven.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. We have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, we can be reached at 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com. Welcome back to the Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal Knights Game Day Show. I'm now joined by O'Gorman coach Derek Roby. Coach, your boys won their third straight game, 64-65 over T area on the road last Thursday afternoon. You had an 11-day layoff going to that ball game, Coach. I know you were fighting a lot of illnesses on your team. One of the topics you mentioned to me before the game was you were wanting to see what your team's energy was like going into the game in the first quarter. How did you just think overall your team's energy level was at the beginning of that ball game?
I guess I have no complaints. Like you said, we had a layoff, but everybody in South Dakota had that mandatory layoff, which I agree with. It's family time over Christmas. You need that break, and if you still can't get up for a high school basketball game, then something is wrong with you. With that being said, I thought our energy level was fine.
Coach, you were down by 9 at halftime. You kind of fought your way back in the second quarter, and then they went on a little bit of a run to end that. What was your message to your team going into that third quarter, and were there any adjustments made at halftime?
The first adjustment was we just told them not to panic. We knew the Lundin kid was just really shooting it well. T's a good basketball team. They beat us the year before. They're very well coached, obviously. It's one, like I told you earlier, Brett, that I just know T circles that one on the calendar because they get a chance to play against a AA school. We had to match that intensity level and that energy level, and for the most part, I thought our guys did. But the Lundin kid just shot the ball really well, and we went in the locker room. We made that little run at the very end of the quarter, like you said, but still went into the locker room down 9, and we just told our guys, first of all, not to panic. Just keep doing what we do. Don't worry so much about what they're doing. We do what we're doing. And I told our guys, I said, hey, here's the deal. Let's only be down by 5 at the end of the third. Sometimes as a basketball team, I think everybody tries to overcome that all at once. They don't necessarily have to do that. Let's only be down 5, and then I think we were down 4 at the end of the third. So we were ahead of schedule. It's kind of what I told them in so many words. And of course, we got that huge momentum swing right at the very end.
Coach, you ended up outscoring them 20-16 in the fourth quarter. You got 11 of Matt Ing's 18 points came in that final period. What do you think overall was the difference for your team pulling out a 1-point win?
Good question. We just, again, nobody quit. Everybody kept competing. I told the kids afterwards, nobody really had the deer in the headlight looks, if you will. They just kind of stayed in touch with what we were trying to do and stayed focused. And Matt hit a couple, and, they sat in that zone, which obviously slows up a basketball game, or it can. And, I made the mistake of we should have did some things defensively a little sooner than we did, I thought. Made some defensive adjustments. That's totally on me, not the guys, because once we did that, it kind of changed the speed of the game. But anytime they're in their 2-3 defense, their matchup, call what you want it, automatically slows up the game. And, we just had to try to figure out something to try to get some more movement offensively and get more than one look. And I think we did that down the stretch.
Coach, now we play Brookings tonight. Brookings is 1-2 on the season. They haven't played since December 17th when they lost to Mitchell. What are some things that you see on tape going into the game against Brookings? Like, what do they like to do on both offensively and defensively?
Well, I tell you, I was really impressed with what they're doing this year. Again, they're running a continuity, some screening action. A lot of people call it the European movement. A lot of continuous screens from one end of the floor to the other. They do a really, really nice job, in my opinion, on getting the ball skipped to that other side and getting movement throughout their structure. So even though it's kind of a motion, they're still trying to create some things off of us, like a ball screen action. It's kind of a freelance, if you will, but there's a pattern to it, and they really do a nice job. I thought very, very well coached, that's for sure. And there's always a concern there because they haven't played as many times as we have. You don't know for sure what they're necessarily capable of doing, but I tell you what, they're doing things the right way. Hopefully our depth of our basketball team would be able to help, especially at home, but they're a scary basketball team, that's for sure.
Finally, Coach, what are some keys for us? We're 2-0 at home, trying to get that third home win and fourth win in a row tonight against Brookings.
There again, we gave them some time off over the break, meaning the New Year's break now. So you alluded to the fact that we took a little bit of time off over Christmas, and then because we've been so unhealthy, if you will, a lot of illnesses throughout our team, the flu, that type of thing. We thought, it's best if we just meet up, yesterday, which is obviously Monday, and we didn't have a great practice yesterday, but certainly, we have to try to find a new energy level after having a little bit of time off, because I just thought having that time off was better to heal up a little bit. That would be the main concern is, can we bring the juice? Can we bring the energy, throughout the whole game and take advantage of our home court?
Thanks so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you much, Brett.
And we'd like to thank Coach Roby, as always. Okay, now, Brett, key to victory. What do the Knights have to do to keep on winning here?
All right, we got to play with energy, Dan, from the start of the game. Like Coach Roby said, get our home crowd into the ball game, control the paint. Alpers, Costello, Landry have the height advantage. Brookings 4 starters under 6'2". Get back on track defensively, allow a season-high 64 points to T. Brookings only averages about 42 a game. Move the ball offensively, don't over-dribble. Control the boards. We're plus 10 on rebounding so far this season. Should be able to do that tonight.
The key to victory, the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights, have been brought to you by Closets & More, a locally owned company providing custom-designed closets and storage solution. Closets & More can be reached by calling 605-334-5135 online at closetsandmoresd.com. Now time to pick the click. Brett, who's your pick the click tonight, player of the game, you think?
I'm going with John Costello. I think he'll have a big game tonight. Who do you got, Dan?
I'm going to go with the senior, the 6'3", Manny Strzok.
All right, thanks, Dan. Tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights Game Day show has been brought to you by Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal. They were established in Sioux Falls in 1981, have installed more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing. For more information, they can be reached at 331-5121. Coming up next is the Knights Tip-Off Show. Don't go away, folks.
Need repairs on gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors? Sioux Equipment Company can help. They serve Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company also offers services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment. Sioux Equipment Company at 605-334-1653 is a supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
J&J Caseworks and Closets & More is a proud sponsor of the O'Gorman Knights. Following the same rich, winning tradition, family, and Christian values, J&J Caseworks strives to create a work environment to call home. Family-owned and operated, J&J Caseworks has several full-time positions available. Our team members pursue career goals, learn new skills, and get the recognition they deserve. To set up an appointment, J&J Caseworks can be reached at 605-332-0805 or email jobs@jmjcaseworks.com. Go Knights!
On the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Barnett Vision Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Sioux Equipment Company, Closets & More and JMJ Caseworks, the BB Agency, Knights of Columbus Insurance, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street,
Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, and Barnett Lewis Funeral Home.
Tip-off to tonight's game is just moments away. With all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights basketball, let's go to the gym.
All right, that was the national anthem, and now it's time to start every broadcast, as we should, with a prayer. Take it away, Father.
This is Father Paul Rutten, the pastor of St. Mary's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We come to you today aware of the great gift that our faith is to us, and we ask God to bless our athletes, our spectators. And so we begin in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good and gracious God, we give you thanks and praise for the many blessings that you've bestowed upon our life. We ask in a particular way, Heavenly Father, that you may be with all of our athletes, that you may fill them with a great sense of peace and joy, that they may compete worthily, that they may be protected from any challenges, any injuries. We ask as well that those that may watch may know the gift that it is to be a fan, to celebrate the gift of victories, to know the reality of defeat, but to most importantly know your presence in our life. We ask this blessing upon each and every one of us in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, thanks a lot, Father. Now for the starting lineups for the O'Gorman Knights. Here they are.
Emmanuel Struck, number 3, 6'3", senior, guard and forward.
Matt Ing, number 5, 6'2", junior, guard.
Rush Landry, number 23, 6'5", senior, guard forward.
John Costello, number 50, 6'5", senior, center forward.
David Alpers, number 4, 6'6", senior, center.
All right, the Knights are coached by Coach Derek Roby. Brookings tonight will be starting Zach Moe, a 6'1" senior forward, Sam Harden, 5'11" guard, Jack Even, a 6' senior guard, Jet Levy, a 6'2" senior forward, and Brock Longville, a 6'5" senior center, the Northern State football commit.
And we get ready for the tip-off. Isaac is not going to be here yet tonight. I'm not sure if he's going to make it or not, but he had another previous commitment. So for the call of the game, here's Brett Byler.
All right, thanks, Dan. Knights in their home white tops, white shorts. Brookings in the black tops, black shorts. Referee about ready to throw the ball up between Alpers and Longville, two South Dakota State football players for next year, controlled by the Knights. Kind of pain me to say that, Dan. I've already got a South Dakota State plug-in.
I thought he's going to Northern.
Oh, excuse me, Northern. Thank you.
Oh.
There's Rush Landry all the way to the basket and score, so the Knights are up 2-0.
So you just got the Rabbits on your mind, Brett.
I know.
This is the big weekend for the Kyle Rabbits coming up.
And talking about Brock Longville, he gets a moving screen, so a foul on him, turnover, Knights ball. It is, Dan.
And I could see him playing for State, but if he wants to go to Northern, he can go to Northern because he is one heck of an athlete. I'm going to brag him up.
Knights second possession of the game. Same starting lineup they had for the last two ball games. Now Rush Landry misses the three. Rebound by Letty. Up in front, here is Moe. All the way is Harden, and no good. Good job by Alpers and Manny with the rebound. You're going to see O'Gorman has a big size advantage over this Brookings team. Costello with the jump hook is good.
Oh, that's sweet to have that shot.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook for Costello.
Yeah, that's way before your day.
I'm a Lakers fan, Dan. I know.
I watched him.
4-0 O'Gorman.
You mean born yet when he was playing?
I was not. I was born when he was about ready to retire. Here is Jet Letty, cut off by Costello. Longville over Alpers, short. David with the rebound.
Struck brings the ball up. He's going to, I thought maybe he was going to pop one.
So Manny doing the point guard duties with his starting group. Matt Ing, it's probably about the shot. Dribbles in, two dribbles, shot no good. David Alpers flying in, has it, lost it. Good job by Harden. Brookings going to push with some pace. Here is Letty to Even. Ooh, I thought it was off Even, but I think they were going to say it's off Manny.
Yep.
So Brookings retains.
I can see Isaac and Manny with the side shot of Manny coming there. I can kind of see Isaac there a little bit.
Manny's got a couple inches on him, but yeah, definitely I can know what you're saying, Dan. Here's even for 3, in and out.
Rebound by Alpers.
Isaac wasn't blessed with the leaping ability Manny has either. Sorry, Isaac. Alpers down low. Nice spin move. Had nowhere to go. Goes out to Ing. Baseline dribble down to Alpers. Nice pass by Matt Ing. David Alpers is on the board. Knights up 6-0.
5:43 to go in the first quarter here.
3 different Knights have scored so far in the game.
Nice play by Ing there. He's good like a shooting. Here's David underneath. He just threw it down to him. Give him the first sub coming in for the Knights now. The next dead ball.
Brookings around the perimeter looking for their first basket. Here's Mo for 3 is good. That was a nice shot over David Alpers by Zach Mo. Mo was a starter for them last year. Costello to Landry. Brookings in a man-to-man defense. 6-3 Knights. Alpers going baseline against Longville. There's 2 big boys going at right there. Loose ball, rush. Landry has it. Shot clock, I guess, reset with the possession. Okay.
Yep. I looked at that too, and I'm like, no, because Brookings had the ball on the ground. The Knights took it away.
So now 20 in the shot clock. 4:43 left in the first. Knights up 6-3. Here's Landry. Going down low. Misses it. And I think Rush isn't getting over the back as Jet Letty had inside position.
Correct. First foul for Landry. First team foul.
So, Dan, we got some subs for O'Gora. I'll let the people know who's coming in.
Let's see who's in there now. Number 35, Chad Ambrose is in, and number 10, Radley Mooney's in. The 5'9" junior is in.
They'll replace Manny Struck and John Costello. Brookings sticking with their starting 5. Dan will provide us some updates of the girls' game against Brookings as well. That is happening up in Brookings as we speak.
But they don't start for another 8 minutes.
Yeah, they're not on Keeter time up there. Here is even offensive rebound. Now Longville has it. Loose ball. Alpers went flying. It'll stay here with Brookings.
We keep this fast pace. I might get home before my bedtime.
You won't need that alarm tonight. Here is Brookings with an out-of-bounds play. Out to Letty. As we mentioned, Brookings hasn't played since December 17th, so a big layoff for them. Longville with a power move scores off glass.
And Alpers was straight up, nice and
right
over.
You don't see Alpers give up position like that very often.
5 straight points now for the Bobcats.
Landry lines up a 3, and that ends that run. 9-5 O'Gorman.
3:48 here in the first. I always consider it kind of like this first game, especially for Brookings. Oh, Mooney gets a steal.
Radley all the way. Nice dish to Landry for the layup.
Nice teamwork, Brett.
Absolutely. Radley Mooney making his presence felt as he checks in the ball game, gets a steal and a nice assist. He's a little over-aggressive that time and gets the foul.
He went after him. He was swinging for that ball.
I think Brock Longville thought there was a gnat at his knees there that time. It was just Radley.
I'm like, whoa. Okay.
So a sub in for Brookings, number 4.
Okay, Costello's back in now.
Jake Ammon is in, a 5'11 senior. Harden all the way against Ing. Nice shot and misses it. Rebound by Costello.
Well, Brookings has had some balls on the rim, but they were not falling for him.
Yeah, they've got good shots in the first quarter. Here's Ambrose. That's good.
I love it when the big boy can shoot a 3 like that.
Chad Ambrose from way downtown. Knights of their biggest lead, 14-5. Ambrose had a good game against T-Area the other night. Here is the Bobcats with 17 on the clock. Mo against Landry. He'll go all the way in, and he'll score it. Nice move by Mo.
Nice crowd came down from Brookings tonight to support the boys.
And Costello with position on Letty, and there's that 3-inch height advantage, and Costello scores it.
16-7, 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Knights on top from Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School.
O'Gorman looking for their 4th straight win. Here is a backdoor cut, but Harden misses the layup. Letty has it. Out to Ammon for 3. It's over the backboard, so it'll be O'Gorman ball. Manny struck back in for O'Gorman. Jackson Eck is in for Brookings.
Landry's gonna take a little bit of a breather. Mooney, Ambrose, Eng, Struck, Costello in for the Knights. Under 2 minutes, first quarter.
16-7 O'Gorman. This is a fast-moving first quarter. Letty knocks it away from Costello. Knights regain possession. 18 on the shot clock. Eng, fancy dribbling. Out to Costello. Baseline jumper is nothing but nylon.
That's 6 points for Johnny Boy.
My pick to click is making me seem pretty smart so far. 6 for Costello.
We're going to have another sub coming in for the Knights here. Hegenleibel's going to come in next.
Harden dribbles in. Hits Costello. Costello goes to the floor. No call. Knights with a turnover on Brookings. Here comes Mooney. To Costello. Jump hook. No good.
Oh. Went around the rim, Brett. Very fast-paced game. Only 3 fouls here.
Here is Mo for 3. As he yells something at the O'Gorman students, he has 8 points.
That's not a good move right in front of the officials either. Unless they know them young men down there. But
so O'Gorman will have about a 12-second differential shot and game clock. Up by 8. Mooney's going to fire a 3 and drill it.
Okay, he was down on Phillips Avenue on that one.
There you go. 11-point lead for O'Gorman, 21-10. They are clicking on all cylinders offensively. Another nice move by Mo around Struck.
They're letting them in that back door.
So Zach Mo has 10 of the 12 points for Brookings.
Going to hold for 1 here, 6 seconds.
Here is Mooney, 4, dribbling out to Eng. Needs to get it up, shoots it from way outside, short. Not the last possession you want if you're O'Gorman, but they still will lead by 9, 21-12 after the end of the first quarter here at O'Gorman High School. Coming up after the break, we'll have the start of the second quarter, Knights basketball on Real Presence Radio.
Jardine Construction is a general contractor of custom homes, remodeling, and commercial construction. Jardine Construction works in close cooperation with project owners and customers when developing a plan for a building or home. Jardine Construction has lots available in Sioux Falls, Hartford, and Humboldt. Mark can be reached at 605-951-1803 and Tom at 605-261-6174.
Barnett Vision Clinic in Sioux Falls offers comprehensive eye exams to assess their patients' eye health, including students and young athletes. At Barnett Vision Clinic, we offer a variety of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses to fit our patients' needs, including brands such as Oakley, Ray-Ban, Nike, Kate Spade, and Nano Vista glasses for kids. Dr. James Barnett is a proud O'Gorman alumni and St. Michael's parishioner. To schedule an appointment, we can be reached at 605-335-7757 or online at barnettvisionclinic.com.
Back to Bishop O'Gorman High School here. Start the second quarter, 21-12. Knights on top. Brookings with the ball. Here's Brett.
All right, thanks, Dan Johnson. Fast-paced first quarter. Knights up by 9. Brookings has the first possession of the second quarter. Here is Even. Cut off by Costello. Down low, and Alpers steals it. Even's dad was a 93 O'Gorman graduate. His aunt was Jane Even, the great girls basketball player for O'Gorman.
And golfer.
Thanks, Dan. So there's an O'Gorman over and back that time of the night. So there's an O'Gorman connection on the Brookings team.
There's a lot of O'Gorman connections on most teams across the state. A lot of the athletes come from here, Brett. I know you're from Nebraska, but there's a lot. And then
Hey, easy on Nebraska, Dan.
I was there yesterday.
We had a rough enough football season. Here's a missed shot by Even. Manny struck one, hands the rebound.
And Isaac's not here because Isaac coaches the 7th grade girls, junior high, and they had a game this afternoon in Yankton, and Isaac just texted that he was in Irene getting gas. He was close to Broomtree and getting some gas, so Isaac's on his way back to Sioux Falls and listening. And
he wasn't appreciative of my comment about Manny could jump a lot higher.
Yeah, I think Manny can out-jump him.
I only state facts, Isaac. Here is Brookings with the ball. No scores for either team here in the second quarter. Ammon, free throw line jump shot is short. Russ Landry at the rebound. As you notice, Dan, Brookings isn't getting any second chance opportunities.
No.
O'Gorman doing a good job in the glass.
None at all.
Which they should. They're all a lot taller than Brookings. Heckenleibel! Where did he shoot that one from, Dan? Drills the three.
He shot that from Sycamore Avenue.
That's what he's in there for, Trey Heckenleibel, kind of a three-point specialist.
That's 4 threes tonight. Mooney's got one, Landry's got one, Heckenleibel and Ambrose.
He'll take that. Here is the drive by Brookings, and the shot is missed. Ammon with it over to Even, excuse me. Nathan Lease missed that shot. There's Longville's reverse is short. So Lease has checked in the ball game for Brookings for the first time.
He got the size of his uncle, Mr. Longville does.
Alpers down low against said Longville, and he lays it up and in. So David Alpers.
I love that shot, Alpers there underneath like that.
4 points for Dave.
Yeah, Mr. Longville reminds me of his uncle, Mark Jacobson. Standout at Dakota State.
As the Dakota State plug by Dan Johnson.
You got it.
Brookings. Nice little pick and roll. All the way, and we got a foul, I believe, maybe, on Manny. As nice drive to the hoop that time by Jack Even.
Pick up their third foul.
Foul was on Manny Struck, his first. Not many fouls so far. Knights have 3, Brookings has 1. The first free throw is good.
That's Even's first time at the line this time of the year.
So he's perfect, 1 for 1. Some substitutions for O'Gorman. Ambrose in, Mooney in, and Matt Ing in. For Heckenleibel, Landry, and Costello. So it's Mooney, Alpers, Ambrose, Ing, and Struck, your 5 for the Knights. 26-13, or 26-14. The scoreboard's been moving around here. 12-point lead for the Knights. Ambrose against Longville, backing him down. Nice spin over the right shoulder, but missed the easy bunny.
Oh.
He did everything but finish that time by David Alpers. Mo, back in the game, has 10 first quarter points, has been their offense. Mooney is all over him.
And he loses the ball.
Eck loses the ball. Alpers is tackled by Longville from behind.
Oh, he's a football player. He tackled him, of course. That's what he's taught to do.
Good form tackle.
A lot of people coming in now. It's 7 o'clock. They're just coming here, and we're halfway through the second quarter, Brett.
Yeah, they're for a bad surprise. They come in and look at the scoreboard. 4:37 left in the second quarter. They're probably thinking 4:37 left in pregame, but no, we're on O'Gorman time.
We call that Keeter time.
We do. Where does Steve Keeter go to college at, Dan?
Dakota State.
There we go.
Same as Coleswood.
Here is Mooney. Thought about the 3. Out to Ing. Mal line it up. Looks good. Oh, just missed it a little long. Manny Struck on the offensive rebound. Fighting with Eck. And he will foul Manny. Jackson Eck, number 52, a 6-foot junior forward.
And he's a son of former offensive coordinator for SCSU, now head coach at Idaho. So, and he's going to stay in Brookings and then move to Idaho next spring after school's out.
Alpers all the way to the basket, and he scores. A nice play by David Alpers.
He's got 6 on the evening.
Hesitation by Even, and they're going to call a foul on the Knights. That's Manny's second foul. So Brookings didn't waste any time there after the made basket. They got it right up the court and had a fast break opportunity. As a coach, you don't like that. You want to get back after a made basket. Even back to the line makes the first one.
Okay, Costello's in. Landry's in. Struck and Elper's going to take a little breather here. 28-15, Knights on top, 4:03 in the second.
John Costello has that rebound as Even makes 1 out of 2. Halfway point of the second quarter, Knights up 13. 4-1 Knights versus the 1-2 Bobcats. AA boys basketball action here at O'Gorman High School. Start off 2022. Can't believe I'm saying that. Radley Mooney with the floater is good. 5 for Rad off the bench. (30-15). Knights have double up the Bobcats. Mo's 3 rolls in and out. Costello gets the rebound. I will say Brookings has got good shots throughout the ball game. They have a few they haven't hit, but you have to be happy with the shots. That one probably not too happy if you're Roby. Missed by Mooney. Costello's sweeping hook is no good. Jet Letty with the rebound. He's going to bring it up with pace. Crosses over Ambrose. Jump shot is no good. Mo over Mooney. Offensive rebound, misses it. Ambrose gets it, throws it to no one. Here is Ing. Retrieves it, he throws it into the crowd.
That rebound is where the height came in on that one.
Yeah, it was. Poor Mo jumped as high as he could and just couldn't outreach Costello.
And all John had to do was just put his arm up, and he couldn't jump him higher than him. So.
Well, if you're talking about wanting to jump, Dan, here's a player to watch. 42 Gavin Muirhead can jump out of the gym, and he has checked in for O'Gorman. Older brother Hayden Muirhead played for both the Knights and Harrisburg. He finished out his career with them last year.
It's 9 players now for the Knights tonight here, the first half.
Here is Sam Harden with it. Sam will drive, dishes it out to Even for 3. Top of the key is good. The Harden penetration hits Even for the 3. 30-18 Knights.
Even's getting out here with 6.
That's what happens when you can make a couple free throws like that. Get you in a little bit of a rhythm. Heckenleibel's 3, no good. Zach Mo with the rebound. Harden to Even. And Coach Ingebretson kind of stops the fast break with a 30-second
That was
timeout.
what did he do that? They were coming down. They had a heck of a fast break going, didn't they, Brett?
Yeah, that's what as a player you're not always the most happy with when you think you have an advantage like that and the coach will call a timeout, but give them a chance to have a drink of water, settle in a little bit. Like I said, Brookings, they haven't played since December 17th, just like our girls, so it'll be interesting to see how the Knights girls are doing tonight up in Brookings. That game just tipped off around 7 o'clock.
And it's, like you said, these first game back, we've had a couple extra practices, had that game last week, a little more intense with T, but Brookings and Our Lady Knights, coming back to first game, how conditioned are you going to be? And that fourth quarter is going to be a lot. And so I'm sure these Brookings Bobcats are getting a little bit tired. Their legs are getting tired because they've been playing. It's a pretty intense, fast-paced game.
Well, and you have 2 breaks to deal with, too. You have Christmas break and the moratorium, and then you have the New Year's break as well. So you're dealing with back-to-back kind of breaks in the season here. Missed 3 by Even. That was just a little bit long.
Muirhead got the rebound there.
Radley Mooney crosses over out to Costello. John had 6 in the first quarter, has not scored here in the second. Mooney crossover. Out to Heckenleibel, thought out the 3. Mooney will shoot one in the corner. The rainbow 3 is good by Radley Mooney.
You see the arch on that, Brett? Wow.
8 points for Radley. That's 2 3-pointers for him. All the way, nice drive, but the shot is off the mark by Lease. Here comes Rush Landry. Down low to Muirhead, scores it. I was hoping Muirhead would dunk it, but he didn't.
A little early yet for that. 35-18 minutes to go here in the first half. Knights on top. It's been all Knights here tonight.
Harden drives baseline. Dishes out to Lees for a 3, no good. Muirhead clears off the rebound. Mooney to Heckenleibel. Costello wanting the ball down low, has it. Mooney thought about the 3. He really wants to shoot it. Now over to Costello for 3. It's good. John Costello hits the 3.
That's 6 3-pointers for the Knights tonight by 5 different.
38-18, O'Gorman up. 24 seconds left here in the first half. Nice back cut by Mo, who misses the layup.
Oh, that's Roby calls for a final shot. 14 seconds.
So Zach Mo made a nice backdoor cut, but just missed everything on the layup. So here's Mooney, clock at 6. He'll shoot it from way downtown. Ooh, in and out. Rebound that time by Lees. Will fire it up from half court. Ooh, just a little bit off.
He had the right line, but he didn't have the altitude. Came up a little short. So at halftime, 38-18, Knights on top. Coming up next on the Knights of Columbus, Jeff Gillen, Phil Carlson halftime show. Stay with us. You're listening to Gorman Basketball on Real Presence Radio.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls offers a daily buffet featuring a variety of pizza choices, salad bar, and chicken. Pizza Ranch has a spacious dining room as well as 8 party rooms that fit different group sizes. Their online menu provides another option for their customers to order from. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. We have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, we can be reached at 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime Show. Brought to you by your Knights of Columbus field agents for the Sioux Falls area, Jeff Gillen and Phil Carlson.
Welcome back to halftime. It's 38-18. Knights on top. It's been all Knights. Knights took a 6-0 lead to begin the game, and they cut it I think it's 5-6, and that's the closest they got with 1 point. And now the Knights up by 20 here. It's been all Knights, Brett. I tell you what, I'm impressed with your pick to click, Mr. Costello, tonight.
He's doing a little bit of inside and outside, Dan. He has kind of had the hook shots down low, which he had the advantage against Letty with about a 3-inch height advantage. And then at the end of the second quarter, you saw the versatility. He went out and drilled the three-pointer from the corner, and that's something O'Gorman tonight, Dan, I think offensively, they've clicked on all cylinders, so to speak. They've been able to get the ball down low when they needed to. They've made how many threes? 6 so far, I believe you said in the first half.
6.
So
and 5 different guys.
Yeah, and so they've had a lot of different guys step up and score. I'm looking at the scoreboard for O'Gorman right now. There's 5 names on the scoreboard, and all of them have scored. So
yeah, Radley's got 8. Rush has got 7. I mean, and like I said, John Costello came out, and he got 9 points. And I tell you what, I'm very impressed. 9 players have played with the Knights this first half.
Has Matt Ing scored at all?
No.
And that's that.
And neither is my pick to click. Manny hasn't, so Isaac got to talk to him. But it doesn't matter because I tell you what, that's nice to know. If you're a Gorman fan, it's nice to know that you got your starting 5. Doesn't matter. You got 5, 6, 7 guys on the bench that come in and pop in and play. Because I mean, you look at Heckenleibel, he shot that 3 coming. Got Ambrose, he's got the 3. Muirhead, He came off the bench, no points, but he played a heck, defense underneath.
He got a little basket
He
down
got
low.
basket. Yeah, he got the basket on. Excuse me. So it's like, really, it's the teamwork, and that's what's nice when you got 10, 12 guys that can come together and they're having fun. They're looking for each other.
That's a key word, Dan, having fun, because when you come in a ball game, say you're the eighth to 12th guy, say in the rotation, when it's a 15-point game, there's not a lot of pressure on you.
No.
So you can just come in and you can play free. You don't have to worry about as much as, say, if it's a close ball game, and then I think you're more apt to succeed like that in a game tonight where you're not thinking as much. It's a kind of a blowout game. You just could kind of come in. Muirhead, he can just come in. He can run the floor, play defense, get rebounds. Heckenleibel can come in and shoot three-pointers. Know what you do well and then do it.
Who had that assist underneath? Was that Ing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that
beautiful pass.
Yes, that's what you like to see, and it's wide open. He had a chance to do it. No, I'm going to give it off, and we're going to get the sure basket for sure. So, I mean.
Well, then Radley had the nice steal. Then he had the nice assist to Rush Landry, who was trailing the play. It's unselfish basketball, and that's what's going to win you a state title in March is unselfish basketball. You're not going to have. No one's going to have a Mike Miller, so to speak, say, going to be able to score 50 points or 40 points for you, or even, say, a Matt Cartwright. We don't have a Matt Cartwright on this team, so you're going to have 4 or 5 guys every night be able to step up, and games like this helps give those guys confidence in doing that.
7 points here, 10 points here. That's what wins your ball game.
Spray it around a little bit.
Yep. So here we are. It's halftime, 38-18, Knights on top. So coming up, we're going to talk about a little bit inside O'Gorman. Stay with us. You're listening to O'Gorman Basketball on Real Presence Radio.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company is located at 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by calling 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 605-334-1653.
Pre-planning a funeral is a wonderful gift for families. I'm David Lewis of Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, a family-owned and operated service to the community. Our goal is to make arrangements with families comfortable when they decide what their wishes are for funeral services. I will listen to all needs and offer choices for funeral arrangements and make sure all questions are answered. Barnett Lewis Funeral Home can be contacted at 336-0707 or by going to barnettlewis.com.
All right, Dan Johnson, now it's time for our Inside O'Gorman segment. Can you start off and let some people know what's kind of on tap for O'Gorman the rest of this week?
School starts tomorrow, Brett. School resumes tomorrow, folks. So make sure you get your little tykes to bed because they need to be back in school tomorrow morning.
Got to get up maybe a little bit earlier tomorrow than they're used to.
The semester break is over and school resumes tomorrow for the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools across Sioux Falls. And then Thursday we have gymnastics is up in Madison. Friday debate goes up to Fargo Stanley. And then the boys will travel up to Watertown. We'll be here 7 o'clock on Friday night for the girls game, and we'll have that be broadcasting and video streaming that game as well. Saturday, debate continues at Fargo Shanley. Oro and Terp goes down to Nebraska to Millard West. And it's a wrestling invite at Brandon Valley. That's an all-day deal. Starts at 9 a.m. And gymnastics has a meet at Power and Grace at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And then on next Monday, we got the big doubleheader at Sioux Falls, Washington, folks. 5:30 girls start. We'll be on the air next Monday night about 5 or so. Hopefully we're courtside.
Hope so.
Hopefully the AD over there has got our spot because I love that courtside for a doubleheader, and I love doubleheaders, Brett. I mean, you get the place hopping.
Oh, yeah.
That gym should be packed.
That's a big gym.
And you got the number 1 Washington girls and number 3 O'Gorman girls. So.
And then there's also an elementary orchestra concert on Monday, January 10th, 7 p.m. at the Lorraine Theater. So a lot going on for O'Gorman here in the next few days.
So Inside O'Gorman is brought to you by Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. Our 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school, exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Our schools try to have excellence where it counts in faith, academics, and our community. And in the opportunities offered to our students. Visit ognights.org to schedule a tour. Get a hold of Jenny Struck. If you'd like to have your son or daughter enrolled with Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools.
All right, thanks, Dan. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the start of the second half from O'Gorman High School. This is O'Gorman Basketball on the Real Presence Radio Network. Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games from the middle of December 2021 to the middle of March 2022. Tune into the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, 91.3 FM Hartford, online at realpresenceradio.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Upon graduation from O'Gorman High School, you will receive far more than a diploma. You get the values of a Catholic education, the support and reach of thousands of alum from across the country, the knowledge that you can become who you were meant to be, and our community will be right there by your side. You belong in blue. O'Gorman High School.
All right, tonight's halftime show for the O'Gorman Knights is sponsored by the BB Agency, supporting Knights of Columbus Insurance for South Dakota, Southwest Minnesota, and Northeastern Iowa. For life insurance, long-term care insurance, and retirement products, call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689 to connect with a field agent near you. Knights of Columbus Insurance, strong, dependable, faith-based insurance protecting your family's financial future.
Okay, let's talk about some girls' games across the state. Brandon Valley, this is the end of one, 13-10. O'Gorman Knights are on top, 18-8 with 5 minutes to go in the first half up there in Brookings. Custers are all over Sturgis Brown already in the early. In boys, it's coming. The app is a little bit slow, Brett.
Okay, no worries.
Harrisburg's on top of Mitchell, 14 at the first quarter. Christian's on top of Jefferson, 15-14. And that's the start of the second quarter. Brandon Valley, a lot of one-point games, end of one. Brandon Valley 13, Watertown 12. The other games are just getting started. So,
all right, thanks, Dan Johnson. I'm interested in that Jefferson Christian boys game. Here is down low. Harden's shot is no good, just a little bit short. Good defense by Matt Ang. O'Gorman with their second possession here of the third quarter, by 20, 38-18. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio. You can watch the video stream on YouTube. Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. Alper's shot is short from the baseline.
And Isaac's with us in spirit in his car on his way back from. Isaac, did you win or lose? I guess I missed that part. 7th grade girls. God bless them.
Maybe we'll get Isaac and Dan back together on the broadcast booth Friday for the first time in about 2 months. We'll see. Down low is Longville. Nice play by Alpers. Here comes the Knights. You hear Roby yelling at him to push the ball. Roby has a very distinguished voice and whistle. Here is Matt Ing, and he is on the board for three.
Finally, Matt hits a three. 41-18, 6:40 in the third.
The sharpshooter Matt Ing is on the board.
He got hot down a tee in the fourth quarter, second half.
He did at 11 of his 18 in the fourth last Thursday at tee. Here is Longville.
You know, you talk about Christian Jefferson. I look for Christian to beat Jefferson tonight.
We'll see. There's a shot off the board. No good. Here comes Rush Landry with the rebound. Ing, another three is good. Matt Ing, as Coach Roby gives him a little bit of a smile.
6 straight points for the Knights, 44-18.
Matt shot that one from about 28 feet away. That was way out there. Here is Mo. Over to Letty. And Costello kicks that one to the stand. Nice catch by a Brookings fan over there.
That was a mom.
I know. She probably wasn't expecting to drive the hour up to Sioux Falls to catch a basketball flying at her.
Hour down.
Down. Okay.
Down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hopefully my fiance is better with directions than I am. Nice shot by Letty that time is good. Bobcats on the board here in the third quarter.
How many days you get married?
July 30th.
No, how many days? You're supposed to know that. Come on.
I need to look at our wedding website. I'll let you know in the break. Here is Ing for three again. That was like a heat check, but he airballed it. Good offensive rebound by Alpers. Manny out to Rush. Rush for three, in and out. Manny, another offensive rebound. He is on the board.
There we go. Way to stay with it, Knights. Third attempt's a charm, folks. 46-20.
So that's at least 7 different Knights who've scored now. All the starters, Heckenleibel scored, Muirhead scored. Turnover that time. Ambrose has scored, and Mooney. So that's 9 different O'Gorman players scored tonight. Struck, guarded by Even. 46-20 O'Gorman, 4:54 left in the third. Biggest lead of the game for the Knights. Alper's going to shoot the 3, no good.
We're going to have 3. We're going to have a line change here for the Knights. We got Leo Huners coming in for the first time in the next dead ball.
Here's Jet Letty for 3 off the shot clock.
Okay. Mooney comes in. Ambrose comes in, and number 20, Leo Huners, the 6-foot senior, sees his first action tonight. Landry, Struck, Costello take a break here. Knights up by 26.
$206 days, Dan.
How many?
206.
206. You just keep. I'm going to ask you that every week. So trust me, she's keeping count. She might ask you sometime.
Here is Ambrose out to Leo Huners, who just checked in the game.
I'm trying to make you look good, Brett.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Here is Ambrose for another 3 is good.
Yeah, baby. I love it when the big guy can hit. A 6'5" can hit that three-pointer out there. I wonder if Isaac's been working with him.
Chad Ambrose with a line drive missile from the corner for 3. 6 points for Ambrose, all on 3s. The Bobcats have kind of been cold here in the third quarter, looking for a basket.
2 points in the last, about going 4.5 minutes here.
Here's Even, and that's good.
Even.
Nice shot by Even. He has 8. Leo Huners for 3 is good.
Comes off the bench, baby. Knights up by 30 now, 3:28. Heckenleibel is going to come back in now for the Knights.
Knights, I think, have 10 3-pointers now. They had 6 at half. They've had 4 here in the quarter. Here is Mo, cut off by Muirhead.
Correct. 10 3-pointers.
Letty thought about the 3, lost it. Muirhead has it. Whips it down the court to Mooney. He'll go all the way for the basket, so Radley Mooney.
Engelbretson going to call a timeout here.
At this point, I think he's just going to let him play it out.
Let him go.
Yeah. You're down by this much. I don't know how good a timeout will do.
8 gets called for the foul.
So Matt looks like he's going to check out.
Heckenleibel's in.
So we got a whole bench unit for O'Gorman. We have Heckenleibel, Huners, Ambrose, Muirhead, and Mooney. Ammon is in for Brookings, as well as Nathan Lease. Here's Even for 3, no good. Rebound by Muirhead. Huners with it to Mooney. Good cut by Mooney, and he'll score. Nice look by Ambrose.
Nice pass. Now Engelbretson calls a timeout. I was waiting for it, Brett.
You're only one possession off, Dan, and Coach Travis Engelbretson is going to call a full timeout as the Knights lead 56-22 with 2:27 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break.
Real Presence Radio is available on Alexa-enabled devices, including Amazon Echo, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To enable the skill, just say, Alexa, enable Real Presence Radio. To listen, say something like, Alexa, open Real Presence Radio. It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, play Sioux Falls, or play AM 970, or play WWEN. From there, you can use commands like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere on Alexa-enabled devices.
Do we got an update, Dan, on the girls' game up in Brookings?
According to my sources, the Lady Knights are up 28-12, about a minute and a half left to go in the first half up at Brookings.
All right, the O'Gorman Knights have outscored Brookings 18-4 here in the third quarter.
But the threes are cold. The three-point shooting's cold for the Lady Knights, is what my source tells me.
Well, I think probably part of that, Dan, has to do with the layoff as well.
Correct. That's what in our pregame, if you missed it, folks were talking about the girls and Brookings And our Lady Knights have had, 18 days off
without
a game. So it's kind of like you're coming back,
December 17th against Sioux Falls Jefferson was their last game.
You don't even get that much time off between the Super Bowl, between the championship and the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Here is the Bobcats after the timeout by Coach Ingebretson with the ball. In the game is Matt Wheelborg for the first time. Here is Mo, who had 10 in the first quarter, but hasn't scored since then. Here's Even, loses it. Hooters. Off the ball! Man!
Yeah, baby!
Dunk! Oh my!
Now, I watch Hooters come down, and he looked back, and Muirhead was trailing, and he gave the signal, and my God, that worked.
Oh, Emma misses the layup. What a play as Leo Hooters goes back forward to Muirhead for the slam. Ambrose misses that three. Brookings with the rebound. The whole house here at O'Gorman just went on fire for that dunk.
But Hooters, he kind of looked at the corner of his eye, and here he comes. So he's like, hope you're ready, big boy, because I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, I was wondering if Leo was going to throw it because I could see the eye contact there. You just never know in high school if you're going to do that, and he did.
Yeah, baby.
So here is the Bobcats. Mo for three, short. Muirhead with the rebound. Loses it. Good defense by Wheelborg, and then Even throws it off of him who wasn't looking. Turnover.
Hit his back to him. Helpers and the boys, they're having fun. Okay, we got a sub coming in. We got AJ.
Acott.
Yep.
Mira again, high flies around on the bench, so AJ Acott will replace him. You want to see that replay, folks, watch the game on Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls afterwards to see that off the backboard dunk, which in our 8 years covering O'Gorman, I've never seen that play by the Knights. That's off Acott. Kind of my assignment, one of those like Findlay Prep or La Lemire schools, one of those Mike Miller Classic games, but not from an O'Gorman player.
58-22, under a minute to go in the third. Brookings with the ball.
Brookings only 4 points here in the third quarter. Here's Even for three, no good. Letty with the rebound, guarded by Ambrose. He'll go baseline, cut off by Chad. Out for a three-point attempt is good by Nathan Lease. 58-25 Knights with 15 seconds left in the third. Mooney will just slowly dribble up the court.
He's 2 for 6 from the three-point line this year.
So a 7. Here is Mooney. Crossover. Corner is Ambrose for three is good.
That's three-pointers, Brett. Knights take the third quarter here, 61-25. Lead here. You're listening to O'Gorman Basketball, Real Presence Radio.
J&J Caseworks and Closets and More is a proud sponsor of the O'Gorman Knights. Following the same rich, winning tradition, family, and Christian values, J&J Caseworks strives to create a work environment to call home. Family-owned and operated, J&J Caseworks has several full-time positions available. Our team members pursue career goals, learn new skills, and get the recognition they deserve. To set up an appointment, J&J Caseworks can be reached at 605-332-0805 or email jobs@jmjcaseworks.com. Go Knights!
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. We have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, we can be reached at 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com. All right, folks, welcome back to O'Gorman High School. Started the fourth quarter, a turnover that time by Letty. Here comes Rush Landry all the way coast to coast for the layup.
Okay, halftime up in Brookings. The Knights on top, 36-18. The Lady Knights up in Brookings.
So they've doubled up the Lady Bobcats in that one. Here's the men Bobcats with the ball. Rush was going for the steal that time. Didn't get it. Want to be disciplined here defensively if you're O'Gorman. There's Mo's three-pointer is no good. You want to play solid defense. You just don't want to try to go for steals and dunks here in the fourth quarter.
Just fundamental basketball. Work your plays around. You got the starting five in. Let's run our Knights basketball.
Here's Matt Ing, guard at that time by Harden. Manny dribbles it in. Ing for three, short. Good closeout by Letty. Longville with the rebound. Here comes Harden for the Bobcats. He'll go all the way coast to coast, and it rolls in and out for him, and Landry with the rebound.
Right. In a tense game, he would have taken that charge, but he just stepped aside and let it go. And you got a game like this. Now we got the Roby's going to clear the side out with five players.
Landry over to Manny Struck. Cross court to Ing. Down low, Costello is fouled by Letty.
He's going to go to the line for two.
So Isaac texts it back. The A team lost a 1-point game. B won by 20, and C lost by 2 tonight.
So what team does he coach? Is he the A team, B, or C?
We will see. And a missed free throw by Costello that time, if he's still listening. So we have a line change for O'Gorman. Acott, Peyton Hagee in for the first time. Xander Benz and Bennett Dana bring in for the first time. And R.J. Machow will come in for Costello.
First free throws for tonight for the Knights.
So I believe Costello now with 10. That hasn't been adjusted on the scoreboard, but he had 9 in the first half. Makes the one free throw there, so he's in double figures. Mo all the way, no good. Here comes Acott with it. Dannenbrink to Benz. The big guy, Xander Benz, no good.
And Benz is 6'7".
Brookings is probably wondering how O'Gorman got all this height over here, where they weren't blessed with height on their team this year.
It's the holy water.
There you go. Don't you got a shout out to get to a priest? You're waiting?
We got time. We got time.
Okay. Acott over to Dannenbrink to Benz. The Peyton Hagee dribbling right. Scoop shot, no good. Acott fighting for it with even. It's out of bounds.
I thought he'd got fouled over the back, but they let it go.
Going to give it to Brookings.
Okay, a little break. 64-25, 5:50 to go here in the ballgame. So I did a baptism for my nephew's daughter at Holy Spirit on 26th day after Christmas. And Monsignor Drosko was there and did the baptism. Simple, and we had lunch. And sitting there at the table with Father Simple, and we're talking about the game for Thursday.
Foul on Machow, so Longville to the line. Continue, Dan.
And so Simple said, yeah, when's the game on Thursday? I said 3 o'clock, and I said, I have to work, won't be able to make it. And somebody said, yeah, he said, you should get the St. Lambert's plugged in. So I said, Father, I said, okay. So Father, this is for Father Simple. Plug out the Holy Spirit. You know.
Father Simple and Father Tony Klein there, and missed free throw by Longville have one more.
But you got to brag up your home parish.
Oh, absolutely. Father Klein is a junior high chaplain at O'Gorman.
And an alum of St. Lambert's.
I set you up not even knowing that.
I had that plan the whole time, Brett. You got to.
Oh, dear. So Longville misses ball, so O'Gorman will get the ball back. Machow down low is good. So R.J. Machow with the basket. Or RP, excuse me.
So give a shout out to Father Chuck Simple. God bless him. One of our many fine priests in the diocese here.
That's a nice block by Acott.
Kind of nice to see these guys that you don't see too much.
Yeah, because if you don't get to the JV games at about 4 o'clock, a lot of these guys you're not going to see much of.
The ball goes rolling down the hall to the left, so Benz goes and gets it.
Good hustle there.
And one thing we're going to do is we're going to do the player profile. We didn't do it last year. We did a couple years before, and got it to the coaches over the break, and Brett forgot them at the office. So we're going to try to profile at least 1 or 2 players for every single game, girls and boys. Some kind of fun questions we asked them, and they answered them, and because we want to highlight our student athletes here at O'Gorman. So
Longville has now missed 4 straight free throws. Acott with the rebound. Yeah, that was my bad. I had him and just left him at the office today, so we'll have him for Friday.
that'll reflect on your evaluation.
RP down low. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up. Rolling around. No good. Dannenberg with it. Here's Acott. And Acott with a nice layup. 68-25 O'Gorman. 4:32 left.
He's emotional, Brett.
I think that's his first varsity points. Here's Hagee with the steal. All the way, no good. Dannenberg with the rebound. Loses it to Letty. To Longville. Hagee with the steal. It's a little helter-skelter here. That's what you kind of expect sometimes. You put in the second or third string, and Letty almost with a steal.
Who comes in now? We got a couple more.
So Cade Clemens is in the ball game.
.59 junior.
So this is his first varsity action ever. Xander Benz firing for 3. The big guy, no good.
The big boys are not afraid to shoot, are they?
No, and that's the difference in basketball today, say, compared to 20 years ago. Big guys are prone to shoot 3-pointers now. That's a foul on Benz. I bet you back in your day, Dan, those big guys probably never left the paint, did they?
Well, we didn't have the 3-point line back in my day.
There you go.
Okay. and the peach baskets really didn't hold up that long. We had to change them sometimes in between at halftime.
And the black and white videotape. Here's Letty's free throw, no good.
Film. Wasn't videotape back then. It was film. You young bucks don't know what we went through.
So Letty will have another chance. Brookings really missed a lot of free throws here in this quarter. That's 5 missed free throws. They've really struggled this year at 48% from the line. Letty does get the second one.
Got to give a shout out to Monsignor Barnett and over at Prince of Peace, Father Ed Anderson at Prince of Peace, Monsignor Berry and Bishop Swain. They all are at Prince of Peace. And I know some of them listen.
So absolutely. And Clemens airballs that 3. The student section was egging him on to shoot it. Letty loses it, gets it back out to even. Ammon with it.
Coming up under 3 minutes.
Knights up 68-26. That's a turnover for Brookings. Heckenleibel with it over to Huners. Stolen by Letty as he's trying to get it to RP down low. Looks like Coach Ingebretson on the next dead ball will empty his bench. Letty's jumper is no good.
.26 all nights, the whole game.
RP is fouled by Mo. And now we'll have a 5-man line change for Brookings. So Echt in the game, Hoffman in the game, Lees in the game, Conrad and Wheelborg are your 5 for Brookings. Clemens, Huners, Heckenleibel, Malchel, and Benz for O'Gorman. Xander to Leo. Clemens, scoop shot is good.
Yeah, baby. Oh, the crowd going nuts.
Kate Clemens with a scoop shot for a layup goes. He's excited. Shot is missed.
His first varsity points in his career.
He'll remember that for as long as he goes. Here is Benz with it over to Heckenleibel. For 3. Ooh, in and out. Looked good. RP fighting with it with Lease. And jump ball possession to O'Gorman.
Okay, Roby's going to put 4 back in to give these guys a break.
Muirhead, Dannenberg, Acott, and Hagee in the ball game. Clemens will stay in.
Yep. Dannenberg, remember that name. He was our quarterback.
Well, lucky to have him back next season for football. Ooh, they missed him on the inbounds play. Nice job by Muirhead finding Dannenberg. That was very unselfish by Muirhead, so yes. Dannenberg on the board. Love to see that. Gavin would have had a layup, and Dannenberg, who hasn't scored yet, he just kind of threw it to him. Here's Acott with a steal. We see a dunk, Dan. Oh, he's fouled.
Oh, and he lands hard. Oh. But he gets up. He's not happy.
Hard foul that time.
Oh, he was up
Brookings.
and he landed. You could break a hip on that one, boys.
Wheelborg with a foul. That can get dangerous when a guy's up in the air like that. So good thing is AJ's fine. He'll go to the line. This took away a highlight maybe for us. I was all excited too. So one more for him. Second free throw is good.
73-26. Minute and a half to go.
The Bobcats have scored 8 points here in the second half. So it was a close game for about a quarter and a half, and now it's pretty much been all O'Gorman since then. Wheelborg going baseline to Eck. Out to Lees. Back to Eck. To Lees playing a little catch here. Good defense by Muirhead. Here's Hoffman. Will fire away. No good. Lees. No good. Muirhead fighting for it, and he has the rebound to Hagee.
Under a minute.
Clemens to Acott. Dannenberg down low. Spin move is no good.
Hagee hasn't scored yet.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Okay. 3 seconds difference from shot clock to game here, so.
We'll see if O'Gorman even takes a shot this possession. With a big lead, you wonder. Here is Acott to Muirhead. Clemens. Hagee getting the screen from Dannenberg. Acott to Dannenberg. No good. Acott with it. No good. And Brookings with the rebound. Here's Hoffman. Long three attempt by the Bobcats. That's an air ball by Conrad, and that is the Howell end, folks. The final score from O'Gorman High School. The O'Gorman Knights improved to 5-1 on the season. 4 straight wins, 73. The Brookings Bobcats, 26. They'll fall to 1-3 on the year. Coming up into the break, we'll have our Knights locker room show. Final thoughts, scoreboard update, player of the game, Coach Roby interview. That's all still to come on the Knights locker room show. This is O'Gorman Basketball on the Real Presence Radio Network.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. We have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, we can be reached at 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
Imagine a place where your child is always welcome, where faith and education go hand in hand, and character is developed through perseverance and service, ensuring a love of learning and a compassion for others. Built on a foundation of Catholic values, where faith is not only talked about, but lived. Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, where you belong.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room Show. Now, back to the gym.
Welcome back to the final here at Bishop O'Gorman High School. 73-26. It was all Knights, Brett. From the start, we went up 6-0, and Brookings came back 5-6 in the first quarter, about 3 minutes into the game, and all of a sudden the Knights took off like jackrabbits, Brett, and it was go after that. I tell you what a great game for the Knights here. Teamwork is the word of the game.
Yeah, and I love just the unselfish play, Dan, which goes right into your word teamwork. There was a couple opportunities tonight where a player would have had a layup. They gave it to another player for a layup. Or Madding had the open three at the start of the game. He threw it down low for the layup to Rush Landry. We saw Mooney do that on a fast break. We saw Meterhead at the end of the game give it to Bennett Danbury, allowing him to score. It was a fun game to watch because when the ball isn't in one person's hand and they're not over dribbling, that ball is moving. It's beautiful offense, player movement, ball movement, and, O'Gorman did that tonight. They had a lot of different guys get in the scoring category. They played really good defense for the most part, and a lot of guys got their feet wet in some varsity action, which you never know with injuries and sicknesses. Some of these guys who got some big minutes tonight, you might say in February need someone to come in and play, and they had that experience of doing that. So, great game for O'Gorman. I like that they got the 20-point lead at halftime, Dan, 38-18, and they didn't let up. Because sometimes you have that sense where you relax when you have a lead like that and then let the other team back into the ball game. That didn't happen tonight. O'Gorman, I don't know what the final in the third quarter was. It was 18-4 toward the end of the third quarter. O'Gorman had the advantage. So that was something as a coach is always the first couple minutes of that third quarter are always key.
Third quarter was 61-25, so they had 7, and then
25-7.
Yeah, so then they scored 1 point in the fourth quarter, so they scored 8 points in the second half.
Second half.
So,
that was one of my keys, too, to see a better defensive performance. And it wasn't like the defense was terrible against T, but Kale Lundy had 38 points, which was 38-64, but better tonight for O'Gorman on that end of things. And we'll play a Watertown team, and the Watertown boys are kind of struggling a little bit this year. They're very short, kind of like this Brookings team. I talked to the Brookings coach, Travis Ingebretson, today. He said, we're a short team, but Watertown is even shorter than. So that'll be a team, O'Gorman, up at the Civic Arena Friday night, see if they can take care of business up there.
Watertown is on top of Brandon Valley, 21-15 at the start of the second half.
Okay. Yep,
so
and
Brandon Valley's 0-4. I'm shocked.
They are, and they're coached by Craig Nelson, the former Washington coach, as well, taking over for Coach Deckard, who retired last year. So, Knights boys of the win. Dan, do we have any updates on the girls' game real quick for O'Gorman playing up in Brookings right now?
4 minutes left in the third. Lady Knights on top, 49-20. So the Lady Knights are doing pretty dang good up there as well. So,
and that's off of a big break for the O'Gorman girls who hadn't played since December 17th. So then we'll see them here on Friday night against the Watertown girls. And I don't know if you have a score, Dan, on the Watertown girls, Brandon Valley girls, but Watertown girls I think are 4-0, and they're playing Brandon Valley tonight, who's 5-0.
In Brandon Valley, it's 49-20 right now. Watertown's on top of Brandon Valley, 21-15. And, that's girls.
So, okay. So, overall, great game for O'Gorman. Dan and I are going to take a break. We're going to have a Pizza Ranch Player of the Game coming up, which we'll have a lot of choices for that. Probably have an interview with Coach Derek Roby when he gets done talking to the boys in the locker room. And then we'll have a final scoreboard update. That's all still on tap in the Knights Locker Room Show. This is O'Gorman Basketball on the Real Presence Radio Network.
Real Presence Radio is available on Alexa-enabled devices, including Amazon Echo, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To enable the skill, just say, Alexa, enable Real Presence Radio. To listen, say something like, Alexa, open Real Presence Radio. It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, play Sioux Falls, or play AM 970, or play WWEN. From there, you can use commands like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere on Alexa-enabled devices.
Hi, this is Mark Holcraft.
And this is Dr. Joseph Holcraft. You know, Mark, Jesus asks 307 questions in sacred scripture. He has asked 183, of which he only answers 3. What's the business with all of this questioning going on in the Bible?
Well, Joe, there's a lot there, and we'll be ready to take that on. Tune in to hear about these questions and more on Awaken every second and fourth Wednesday at 7 a.m. Central here on Real Presence Radio Network.
All right, we're back in the Knights locker room show. I just want to read a little bit of a message here. So if you're enjoying tonight's game, remember that Real Presence Radio is 100% donor supported. It's through your generous support of this ministry that we can bring you these O'Gorman athletic events and also our regular everyday local and national programming. Please consider making a secure tax-deductible gift by going to realpresenceradio.com. Your support ensures that we continue to bring people to Christ and Christ to his people. We're going to take a quick break for station identification.
You're listening to Real Presence Radio, FM 94.5 KGWD Sioux Falls, FM 91.3 KSTJ Hartford, and FM 94.9 K235DE Brookings, your family of faith and hope.
All right, welcome back, and you see the O'Gorman players on the court right now as they got their talk from Coach Derek Roby. This is O'Gorman's 4th straight win as Coach Roby will make his way up here. I'll be a nice guy and let Coach sit down if he wants to. Turn his microphone on. Coach, nice win tonight, 73-26 over the Brookings Bobcats tonight, and a ball game where, you know, we had the 21-12 lead after one. We were up by 20 at halftime, and then I know as a coach, you and Coach Colzer always talk about that first 2 or 3 minutes of the third quarter. How are you going to come out of the break? You know, you have a big lead. Are you going to play with energy? You can get relaxed. You never know, and your team had a terrific third quarter. Just talk about kind of the intensity you saw from your boys from start to finish in this ball game.
Well, the third quarter was huge for us, and you're exactly right. You hit the nail right on the head. One of the last things I told our guys in the locker room was to dig in for 3 minutes because, you know, Travis does a great job. He's a great coach. You know, he's not going to just roll over at halftime. He does a great job with the Brookings program. Great guy. You don't find a better human being. And with that being said, I just told the guys, Brookings is obviously well coached. They're going to come and try something. And the first 3 minutes are huge because you can dictate whether it worked or not in that 3 minutes. So if Brookings changes something and it works in the opening part of the third quarter, then you know what? They're going to gain some momentum back and try to win a basketball game. If it doesn't work, then they're probably doubting themselves a little bit. So I was really happy with the way our guys handled the third quarter. I don't know. Did Brookings just had the one basket at the end of that third quarter, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
They only had 8 points in the second half.
Okay. And it's tough. It really is. You know, again, they do it the right way. They really do. And you know, I compliment Brookings and their program for always handling things the right way. And I told our guys, scouting report, you know, Brookings does things the right way. They really do. You know, I don't think they're as deep as we are. Obviously, that showed a little bit tonight. We were getting some great sparks from people and just really feel good about it.
Coach, I thought tonight our offense, just the flow, inside, outside, ball movement, unselfish play, it's kind of really fun and for me to watch. Just, you know, it wasn't as much of that one-on-one ball. The ball was constantly moving. You got down low when you had the advantages of Costello against a shorter player, Alpers, and then you also had a ton of threes. And it just felt like this offense tonight was really, from start to finish, clicking on all cylinders.
I think so. You're exactly right, Brett. You know, we are able to, again, play team basketball, unselfish basketball, and we just kind of fed off each other a little bit, and it, you know, kind of snowballed in our favor. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, just opens up, and you're able to hit a lot of shots. And like I said, the kids were excited for each other, and there's that fine line because you're in a situation where you don't want to be running up a score or anything like that. And I told our kids that. I said, this does not get ragtag. We're going to handle this the right way, and we're going to continue to try to get better as a team. And I think we did.
Coach, were you happy overall with the defense tonight? I know they scored only 26 points, kind of a different animal than the T area team that we had the other day. I know T got a lot of backdoor cuts on us in that ball game, but overall tonight, when you look at this, were you happy with your defense?
I think so. Me being me, I can always find something. I'm still, I think we need to improve fundamentally. Defensively, meaning our hands have to be active. We have to challenge every shot, be vocal on every shot, block out on every shot, and we're not doing that 100% of the time. And I preach to our kids. I said that's just effort. You can't have a bad night defensively, or you shouldn't as an athlete. I get it offensively. Hey, I didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight or whatever. I get that as a basketball player you can have an off night offensively, but you should never have an off night defensively. Come on. That's just effort. That's just staying disciplined, not trying to, run out and whiff at a ball that's coming your way and all of a sudden it's, 5-on-4 or giving up a rebound. And there were still a few times where our guys just went right to the boards and didn't block out, and especially the first half. So we talked about that a little bit at halftime, that we have to get better.
Okay, when did the big boys start shooting? When did Ambrose start shooting threes? What is going on with that?
Chad's a good shooter. If you remember last year, at T, he knocked down a couple as well. But, it's just one of those deals. Chad's trying to get his body into shape as well. He's coming off that football injury as well, and he knows that he's not 100%, and we're trying to get him going. But he's had a couple of really good games for us at T. I thought, nothing against your player of the game last week with Matt Eng at T, but I thought Chad was our player of the game. I thought, he just came in and gave us a huge spark. What did he end up with, 7? Something like that last week. And, had a couple big boards and just gave us the energy. And I thought, if there was a game ball in our locker room, Chad would have gotten it. So
he was our honorable mention. He got some love from us, Coach. Don't worry.
Right. Well,
Isaac and I gave him some love.
That's perfect.
I wasn't there, so don't blame him. Okay, right. So let's talk about Friday night. Brett doesn't want us to go up there. We're staying here for the girls' game. So let's talk about you going up to Watertown, take on
the old Civic Arena.
The old Civic Arena.
Yep. I just told our guys. I said there's it's a great place to play high school basketball, but it's also a hard place to play. It's the only show in town, and meaning they don't have a college that a lot of their fans go to. They go to their high school basketball game, so it'll be a jam-packed, a good old high school basketball game. And Watertown's a very, very good basketball team. They have the Norberg kid, who's as good as anybody we're going to face, and we know that they're going to be ready, and we're going to have to be ready. We're going to have to continue to make strides as a basketball team and be able to meet their challenge. But it's going to be a fun basketball game. I know that. Playing in that arena is kind of like, in my opinion, it's always the one of those arenas that our kids will remember. 20 years down the road here, they'll talk about playing in the Watertown Arena. It's always a fun place.
42 years ago.
So
versus Hamlin County, Mark Tetzloff. I'll tell you that story sometime.
Oh boy.
So that has memories. So
Oh dear, Dan. Well, anyway, Coach, did you have any New Year's resolutions, Coach? Or at this point,
our New Year's resolution would be to win all our games.
Hey, that's a good resolution. You're 1-0 to start that resolution. So I want to thank Coach Derek Roby. His boys get their 4th straight win today. Good luck to your boys up in Watertown, Coach, and we'll see you Monday night against Sioux Falls, Washington.
Okay, thank you much.
That was O'Gorman boys coach Derek Roby. We'll come back. We'll have our night's player of the game, and that is coming up after the break.
Real Presence Radio is available on Google Assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To start this action, say something like, "Okay, Google, talk to Real Presence Radio." It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, "Play Sioux Falls," or "Play AM 970," or "Play WWEN." From there, you can use words like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere on Google Assistant devices.
Early in his time as the new bishop of the Diocese of Sioux Falls, Bishop Donald DeGrood sensed in prayer the vision that the Lord has for the diocese in our time: lifelong Catholic missionary discipleship through God's love. That is, for each and every Catholic in eastern South Dakota to receive God's love, to be in personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and to share that love with others. Find out more at sfcatholic.org/vision and discover the exciting and beautiful part you have to play in God's plan.
All right, welcome back to the Knights Locker Room Show. It's now time for our Pizza Ranch Player of the Game. And tonight we're going to give it to a player that Coach Roby had just mentioned to us in the previous segment that he thought deserved some credit in the T area game, which we did give Chad Ambrose an honorable mention in that ball game. But tonight, Mr. Ambrose will move up from honorable mention to the Pizza Ranch Player of the Game. He had three three-pointers off the bench, 9 total points, had a nice assist in the third quarter, and brought some of that energy off the bench that you kind of like to see from those guys, which you never kind of know what you're going to get from that unit as you continue the season. And Chad has played really good the last 2 ball games, and look forward to seeing what he can do the rest of the season coming off the O'Gorman bench. So, Dan, we gave it to Chad Ambrose. What do you think of that?
O'Gorman Knights Player of the Game, which is with my choice. When the big boy can shoot them threes like that, and 6'5", that's pretty good. It's brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street here in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch has a daily buffet and a fun zone for the kids to play. Pizza Ranch can be calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch, 41st Street, kitty corner from O'Gorman High School here in Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dan Johnson. We're going to take our final break. We'll have one final scoreboard update, closing comments, and what's on tap next for O'Gorman. That's all still to come here on the Knights Locker Room Show. Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games from the middle of December 2021 to the middle of March 2022. Tune into the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, 91.3 FM Hartford, online at realpresenceradio.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls offers a daily buffet featuring a variety of pizza choices, salad bar, and chicken. Pizza Ranch has a spacious dining room as well as 8 party rooms that fit different group sizes. Their online menu provides another option for their customers to order from. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
All right, now it's time for our final scoreboard update, and with that, I'm going to send it to my partner in crime, Dan Johnson. What are some scores we got going on around the state?
Okay, what I'm seeing here is the end of the first half. Watertown 21, Brandon Valley 15. This is girls now, and the Lady Knights are all over the Brookings Bobcats up there, 62-25. That's about 4 minutes to go in the game up there. It's all tied up out at Stevens and Spearfish, 18-all. Custer and Sturgis Brown, 38-37. That's in the fourth quarter. And let's see. Let's go to boys. Yankton on top of here tonight, 70-49. Harrisburg, 64. Mitchell, 56. That's with 1 minute to go in the ball game there out at the Corn Palace. And Christian is on top of Jefferson by 4 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth out there. And Brandon Valley and Watertown, 45-40, and that's into 3. And that was, I don't think that's updated, so I think they're in the fourth quarter there as well. So, and Sturgis, Brown, Custer, Stevens, Spearfish, no updates out there across the state tonight. So that's the big game. Christian Jefferson. Jefferson's up by 4. 62-25, and all the subs are in for both sides up in Brookings for the Lady Knights. So we'll be back here on Friday night for the ladies against the Arrows of Watertown. That game is at 7. We'll be on the air about 6:25.
6:15 maybe.
Yeah, you never know with Keeter time. So that's where that's why just kind of, if you're on a single game like that and here at O'Gorman, you better start checking your radio about 6:30.
Yeah, and another good thing to do is follow OG Hoops, Coach Roby on Twitter. It's just at OG Hoops. He usually will update it on Twitter too if a game's going to start early, and we can always add that or share that as well. But Dan is correct. Just maybe tune that radio dial just a little bit early because we like to do a rolling clock here at O'Gorman, and the boys will also be playing Friday night up at the Civic Arena, as Coach Roby mentioned in our interview with him. That's always a kind of a fun little venue to go to. That and the Huron Arena have those older arenas. The boys will be playing at 7 o'clock that Friday night as well. We'll share a link on our Twitter page for a video stream of that. KWAT Radio does a great job there up in Watertown. And we'll keep you updated during the girls' game with the boys' score, because Dan Johnson always going to have sources to keep us up to date with that.
That's KWAT.
Okay.
Is how they pronounce it up there, not KWAT, but KWAT up in Watertown. So, but final thoughts, Brett, before we get out of here tonight.
Really strong performance by O'Gorman tonight, Dan. Offensively, defensively, played with a lot of intensity, played unselfish basketball, which is the best brand of basketball. A lot of players got in. You see they're having so much fun out there, Dan. Basketball's a fun sport. Seeing smiles, seeing laughs out there within the midst of competition. Love the game tonight for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. Hopefully they can have a couple good days of practice, get ready for Watertown on Friday night. And I'll look forward to seeing the girls play on Friday night for the first time in about 3 weeks.
That'd be about 21 days.
So yeah, that's what I got. Great win for O'Gorman tonight.
So, okay, so for Brett Byler, I'm Dan Johnson. Isaac should be back on Friday night. He was coaching the 7th grade girls down in Yankton, so that's why he was missing tonight. So for Brett, I'm Dan, and for Isaac, God bless you. We will see you Friday night here from O'Gorman as they take on the Watertown Arrows. God bless.
Happy New Year. Go Knights.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights basketball has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Barnett Vision Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Sioux Equipment Company, Closets and More and JMJ Caseworks, the BB Agency, Knights of Columbus Insurance, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, and Barnett Lewis Funeral Home.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.